Change what they say.
They say we're spinning on that globe. Well, I say I don't know. It could be waters above and below. Oh well. And why is the government not talking about the firmament while shooting missiles into the sky? Why? 1 in a billion chances we went to the moon. There are so many facts that prove that this is true. Stanley Kubrick admitted in his last interview, he made the movies then felt bad for deceiving you. I can't believe what they're saying anymore. I can't believe it, no, I can't conceive it. I can't believe what they're saying anymore. I can't believe it, I can't conceive it. So much of our history been chopped down with the trees, and all our heritage been buried beneath the seas. Just 'cause it's in a book doesn't mean we should believe. No, research it for yourself, the truth it will reveal. Follow the chemtrails as they streak across the sky. Then you're called crazy if you dare to ask why. They say the earth is big and round, the South Pole's upside down. That is not what Richard Burt found. Oh no, And there's no proof of gravity, only buoyancy and density. These are the things we see, these are the things we feel. I can't believe what they're saying anymore. I can't believe it. No, I can't conceive.
If you wanna make a new world,
I can't believe what they're saying anymore. I can't believe it. No, I can't conceive.
if you wanna make a new world, you have to change the way you think, change the way you live, watch what you eat. A new world, don't believe what they say. The research is at the tip of your finger. New world, you got to make another day. Change the way you think, change the way you live. A new world, you got to watch what you eat. The research is at the tip of your finger. What goes up must come down. The earth atmosphere is the around. If it falls in the valley, does it make a sound? I walk on the moon, but the is pulling me down. I heard that light is faster than sound. But why did the building explode and fall to the ground? I never saw the light, but I heard the sound.
I can't believe what they're saying anymore. Oh no.
And welcome everyone to Sisterhood of the Woke Warrior Queens. I am I don't know what's happening. Sorry. My stream started again and I did not realize. But anyway, welcome. Today is a great day because we're all here, we're awake, we're alive, and we are moving. I'm so excited for this week's guest. But before we bring her on, I want to say hey to everyone who is here so far. I know that Pepper Mandy is here and Michelle and C Moozle. Good to see you guys. Thanks for being here. And then I also wanted to give a big shout out to Vader Bear. Mr. Vader Bear, he put together that countdown timer for Sisterhood of the Woke Warrior Queens, and I did not say thank you using it the first time last week, but I wanted to make sure that I did that this week. Thank you so much, Vader Bear, for that awesome countdown. I really appreciate it. I might be coming back to you soon, so, stay tuned. But anyway, so I don't know what you guys know, but I have some amazing snacks. Do you guys have amazing snacks? I don't know. If you don't, now you know, cuz guess why? Cuz I have a friend. Her name is Suzanne Borho, and she's going to come on right now and talk to us. Welcome to the show, Suzanne.
Hello. Thank you. Hello. Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing this weekend?
I'm doing great.
Yeah.
Just got over the COVID, so I'm doing good.
Oh, I'm so sorry. How is that in your area?
Well, I don't think, I don't believe in the COVID, but something got me, or I allowed myself to get run down.
I know. Okay, so remind me, Suzanne, where are you located? Where are you out of?
I'm in Naples, Florida.
Florida,
yeah.
Right? Okay.
So, life is pretty normal here. I mean, I went out for lunch today, and I saw maybe 2 people with a mask, but most people, I don't see many masks. Life is pretty normal here, so I'm grateful for that.
That is good to know. Mm-hmm. Yes, that is encouraging because I have been seeing more masks recently in my area, actually. Mm-hmm. And I had felt like they were going away. I was like, oh, okay, so people are starting to be over it. But now there's more, I think.
Oh, really? You're in South Carolina?
Yes, right? Upper state, South Carolina. Did you get snow? Because I heard it snowed down there. Or it was
not in my area. Really? Wow. Well, maybe in the Panhandle area of Florida.
Maybe. Okay.
Wow, I didn't hear that.
I heard it was like 32 degrees or something somewhere in Florida.
It was cold here. I mean, yeah, it got down to the 50s.
That's cold. I'm from Florida, I guess. Right? That's cold.
Yeah. Anything below 70 is cold.
Anything below 70. See, that's why I say that I need to come down there. I feel like I don't know where I want to go, but Florida is warm, and I say I live in the South for a reason, and upper state South Carolina is not warm enough.
Right. Even North Florida is not warm enough for me.
Oh no. So we just need to find our way all the way down south.
Miami. Yeah, here we
there
come.
You go. Okay, Miami. I've never been to Miami. I've been to Fort Lauderdale.
Okay, well that's very close.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. We talked about going, and I was like, I don't know if we want to drive, blah blah blah. But I loved the area from Flatlantic, which you were at.
Yeah,
Wasn't that awesome?
That was awesome. Yeah, a lot of really great people there, including yourself.
Oh gosh, thank you.
What a great year to bring in the new year.
It really was, to spend it with everybody and just to start it off on such a positive note, you know?
Yep.
And you brought your SMACKS.
I did.
I got mine.
Got mine too.
So there are two different packagings. So talk to me about the different ones.
Okay, so I've got the Flat Earth variety, and then I have Truth Quotes variety, which has just some nice quotes all about truth on the back. And then they each come in two varieties, just regular or peppermint infused.
Peppermint, y'all, listen. Okay, funny story time. So when I met Suzanne at Oktoberfest, she was handing out samples, and I was just really excited. I was like, oh, cool, Flat Earth products, we will support. And so, like, before I even tried the product, I went and I bought the product because I was happy about the product. And she asked me if I wanted the peppermint, and I was like, no, it's okay, I don't want it. And I got the regular kind, and then I tried the little sample that she had, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is so cool. What is this? I looked at it again. She asked me if I had wanted peppermint, and I said no. Why did I say no? So I went back and got the peppermint. So y'all make sure, get the peppermint.
Yeah. Most people are leery. They're like, peppermint trail mix, I don't know. Sounds a little strange. But once you try it, you're like, oh my God, this is addictive.
It is so refreshing. It's like the perfect amount of just, refreshing is the only word that I can bring to my mind to describe it, because it's not overpowering or anything.
Great. Good. I'm glad. I was worried. I was playing around with the infusion process. I'm glad I didn't overdo it.
No, you did not. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. It is working. Working. How did you decide to do trail mix? Tell me. I don't know. It might be a long story. Want to start at the beginning?
Well, I was in South Korea for most of my adult life teaching, and I'm not good at gift giving, and I hate shopping. And so whenever someone's birthday would come up or Christmas, I would just make a nice batch of trail mix, infuse it with peppermint, and say, here you go. And they loved it. But just so you know, I was just giving out to my friends. But when I decided I was going to leave teaching and come back to the States, I didn't really know what to do. And then whenever I send my emails, my signature line has always been kind of truth quotes. And so, when your signature line, you don't think about it when you're sending off emails. So sometimes, I'd send an email to my insurance company or whatever, and they write back, oh my gosh, I love the quotes at the end of your email. I was like, oh, thanks. And so I got a lot of compliments there. So I was just thinking, well, people love my trail mix and they love my quotes. So why don't I spread truth through my packaging? And so when I got back in July, I set up my own company, and I went through all the steps of what you have to do to start food production and to sell it online.
Yeah.
So I had to get my food manager certification, and
wow.
Found a commercial kitchen, and then I had to design the packaging and get the UPC codes, and it was a big process, but
that is so fascinating.
Thanks.
Seriously, how long did it take you to get, like, it was a long process, so like did it take you a year, 2 years? How long?
No, I mean, I started as soon as I returned in July of last year, and I was up and running by October.
Oh, wow. This is recent.
Yeah.
I did not realize that. And it's a hit. It's a hit, Suzanne. It really is.
I've had a lot of very nice compliments. So
and
thank
to think you did this. So you were just giving out trail mix to your friends and stuff. Your friends were lucky. You were talking about y'all knew Suzanne before True Smacks.
Right. Yeah. Before True Smacks was a thing.
Yeah. Oh,
they were my guinea pigs.
They were.
They all survived. You'll be happy to know.
Oh yes, I'm so glad to hear, because I mean I'm sure that would be
no animal testing was involved.
No animal testing. And on the back it says organic. You try to do as organic as much as possible, and I love that I can read all the ingredients, you know. There's
right.
no words I can't pronounce.
No BHT, BHA, no artificial colorings. So originally I wanted to do a tropical blend as well, and I made the nutritional labels and everything, but then I looked at the nutritional labels and I saw that the all the dried papaya and dried mango, they all have artificial coloring, and I'm like, no, I will not sell anything with artificial coloring or anything artificial or anything potentially deadly. So
right. But seriously, why do we have to color them? It's like, oh, we don't want them. I mean, we
just
all know
dry them and sell them.
And sell them.
I don't care about the color.
Thank you. Thank you. Like, what is that? Like color 5 too. What is color 5 even? Like red 5, red,
who
yellow.
knows
What's the difference between the
chemical? Yeah.
Oh gosh.
So
well,
there's no tropical blend.
Oh no, but maybe soon. Maybe we can find you or get you connected with some organic grower somewhere who has some, organic papaya that they could dry and send you. Would that be something that you could work out?
Papaya and mango. Yeah. It just, for trail mix, it has to be in the cubes.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
Well, so when I was sourcing my ingredients, I went to many different places that sell dried fruit in bulk. Okay. And I did find some dried papaya and mango slices, like long slices that didn't have coloring. And so that was great, but I need the cubes. And all of those have coloring for some reason.
Could you not slice I guess not.
I could, but it would be very, very time consuming.
It would, right?
I'm already mixing and bagging and
right. I get that. I'm just spitballing, like thinking about all the things that you have to go through. That's crazy though. So what is your end goal with Truth Smacks? Do you just want to continue to keep it to be your hustle, or do you want to go big? Do you want to expand?
I'd love to go big. Yeah. I mean, I want to spread truth far and wide, and that was the purpose. So, I gave some free samples of my actual product to friends, people I met at the gym. And this one guy, he said, "Oh, wow, this is great. I love the product." He said, "But you're going to have trouble marketing it with this whole truth thing." And I was like, well, that's the focus.
The thing.
I'm not getting rid of the truth thing because that's my product.
That's the product.
I'm not really selling trail mix. I'm selling truth.
That's exactly right. You were selling the trail mix is the bonus.
Yeah, exactly. I'm actually marketing the packaging.
You are. That's why I was like, we got to talk about the packaging because you have two different ones and they both have important information on it. And cool stuff, which is it's awesome. And you have to do this all yourself by hand.
Mm-hmm. So far, yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, it looks industrial. It looks so professional. And like, I went to the store and bought this. Like, it's so impressive.
You.
It really is.
Yeah, I get that a lot. And when I tell them that I bag it myself, they're like, really?
Really? Like,
I do.
Like, your two hands? You sure?
I wear gloves.
Please protect yourself. Keep yourself covered at all times. Make sure you
yeah.
wear your mask. Go ahead, get shot up if you need to. Protect whatever you cut yourself. No, okay.
No.
Just kidding, guys. I'm just joshing. Ha
Yeah,
ha.
we're totally kidding. Except I do wear gloves. Yeah.
You do, except the gloves. Except the gloves part is true. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so I want to know. So you said you wanted to sell the truth. So it sounds like at the time of your business starting up, is when you were already awake to the truth. So take me back to when you started to notice that things were wrong. When did you start connecting the dots?
Well, sadly, I was like 37 years old. I was
that like 2 years ago? Shut up.
Well, let's see. So I woke up in 2007.
Okay.
So how long ago was that?
Oh, wow.
I'm not good at math.
2007 was a minute because 2007. So from 2007 to 2017 is 10 years.
Right.
17 to 22. That's another 7, 8, 9.
5. But 15 years.
Yeah.
Wow. 15 years of being awake.
And I'm sure, if you woke up that early, it must have been really hard because back then, that's right. That's after 9/11 too.
Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah. So, 9/11 was in 2001. So I believed the official story for 6 years. And I was a teacher. I was teaching adults in Korea. And one of my students mentioned, he said, so it was the anniversary of 9/11. And so, I had this somber moment in class. And one of my students said, you should watch this documentary called Loose Change because there are a lot of scientists who are kind of questioning the official story. I was like, Loose Change. Okay, I never heard of it. Maybe I'll watch it. Well, I never did. I didn't watch it for 3 years. So 3 years later, I took another job at a university and I did not have a TV for the first time in my life. And I was going crazy because I was a TV freak. That's all I did. I just watched TV in my free time. I was a total sheeple. I was totally asleep. I knew nothing about nothing. And here I was a teacher. Well, I was just an English teacher, so not
but
a real.
Still, you held the position. You held it.
Right. And so this is 3 years later after my student had mentioned that title, and I never had watched it until I had no TV. And I was out of desperation. I was thinking, okay, what can I watch? And so the title just popped into my head. I was like, my student mentioned Loose Change. Maybe I should look it up. So I looked it up on YouTube and I watched it and my mind was blown. I was like, oh my God. And so there, I got onto Alex Jones and
okay.
I went down all kinds of rabbit holes,
so many
and chemtrails and then aspartame. Well, I drank aspartame and nothing but aspartame for 15 years. It's a miracle I have 2 brain cells left to rub together.
No, you poor thing.
Yeah, because I didn't know.
No, none of us did.
Well, and I was brain dead, and so I thought, the FDA wouldn't allow anything harmful on the market. Yeah, right. If it's FDA approved, you don't want it. It's
Thank you. Like that is the conclusion. If you can't come to that conclusion, I'm sorry. There's no hope.
Right.
There's no hope. So okay, so you so you had realized you had gone down all the rabbit trails and went. Keep going.
Yeah. Well, and so with every new discovery, you think, oh my God, now I'm really awake. Until flat Earth. And so that was 2015. Yeah. I went from watching TV. I got rid of my TV in 2007. I haven't watched TV since then. Well, I might watch a program here or there, but
right.
Truly, I was like, oh my God, I want nothing to do with TV. I want to read books. I want to learn the truth.
Yes.
And so, you always think you're awake. Nobody ever thinks you're asleep or you're brainwashed. Nobody wants to think that. But we all were, and we all still are to some extent.
Yep.
So Mark Sargent came on this show that I was listening to on Truth Frequency Radio. And a lot of the hosts on Truth Frequency were not happy that Mark Sargent was coming on. They were like, oh my God, he's going to destroy our reputation, this flat earther guy. And I was like, maybe I should listen. It sounds interesting. Right. So I did listen. And like 15 minutes into the program, I was like, oh my God, I think the earth is flat. So then I bought all these books. I've got some here, Zetetic Astronomy.
Yes.
Two-Phase, The Flat Earth Conspiracy, Flat Earth by Jimmy Lee.
I've seen that one too.
Yeah. So I wanted every book about Flat Earth, and I wanted to listen to every interview out there.
Yes. Oh gosh.
So I went to the Flat Earth Conference in South Korea in 2018. That was awesome.
Wow, in South Korea. So you were out. How long were you? You've been over there for a while, it sounds like.
Yeah, 20 years in total.
20 years. Okay, that's incredible. Yeah. And there was a Flat Earth thing over there?
What's that?
There was a Flat Earth Conference in South Korea.
Yeah, in 2018. Yeah.
Was it big?
So there were about 250 people there, I guess.
That is big.
Yeah, pretty big. Yeah, I was surprised. And I was one of maybe 4 foreigners who were there. But so most people were Korean. But the 3 guest speakers, they were from America. They were flown in from America. There was D. Marble.
Okay.
Nathan Thompson. And he's gonna kill me. And another very good speaker. Oh my God, I can't think of his name. Anyway,
it's okay. I mean, but D. Marble, I love D. Marble. D. Marble is also very attractive. I mean, creation is amazing sometimes. Let me stop. I hadn't heard of what was it, Nathan
Thompson?
Yeah, I don't think I've heard of him.
I think it was Nathan. There are several Nathans in the Flat Earth movement.
Yeah,
I believe it was Nathan Thompson.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay. I hadn't heard that name.
Okay,
He's
good. Cool. He's very intelligent. Oh my God,
I'll have to look him up.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So there were 3 speakers at the Flat Earth Conference, and you make friends at the Flat Earth Conference. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, keep going. Anything after that?
Well, yeah, and then I, watched the documentary There Are No Forests on Flat Earth. I think that's what it was called. And that was quite intriguing. I mean, Devil's Tower, it does look like an ancient tree, a huge tree. Did you watch that documentary?
I don't think I watched that one specifically, but I have watched all the documentaries about the trees, or the readings. They're huge,
right? Yeah. So, and then the mud floods and the fact or the possibility that our Earth is much younger than we are told.
Yeah, that's interesting. Isn't it?
There's just so much. I mean, everything that we were taught is a lie.
Everything. And that's all that it comes down to. It's like, it doesn't matter what you believe, as long as you can come to the conclusion that you have been deceived in some way, shape, or form, you can eventually find the truth.
Yeah.
And I think it's hard for people to wrap their mind around that deceived part, because that cognitive dissonance is a lot to go through, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it's a big shock to the system. Well, and a lot of people, they're, especially academics, they're very proud of their knowledge. And it's hard to admit to yourself that perhaps everything you ever studied was a lie, a deception, a half-truth. So.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Do you have any family that are awake to the truth, or how did your family react to you?
Well, when I first woke up, and I was going down all these rabbit holes, I was emailing articles to all my aunts and uncles and cousins and driving them crazy. And my one dear aunt who just passed away recently, she was very kind, and she just replied one time. She said, "I really admire your passion, and I'm glad that you're researching, but this is not really for me. So if you would please take me off your mail list."
Oh no, Auntie.
Yeah, but she was very kind about it. My brother is fairly awake to most everything, but he doesn't want to hear about flat Earth. He doesn't. I don't know.
I mean, that's a hard one. I understand. That one takes that one gives, I think, the most power to the controllers. It's like that one's like, I really have been deceived. You know, that
on a massive scale.
Right. But he's awake to like COVID and all that kind of stuff, the government.
Oh yeah. Yeah. The Federal Reserve. He's an anarchist.
Okay. I see. Well, it helps.
Yeah. Well, any truther can't really be for any form of government, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. Government is mind control.
Yeah, I agree.
I think we can do just fine without government, but that is the system we are in. So believing that we're going to experience anarchy anytime in my lifetime, that's pie in the sky. So
I mean, it could happen, Suzanne. You never know. Did you hear about oh man, what was the name of that country? Kyrgyzstan?
Oh, Kazakhstan.
Yeah, did you hear about them?
Yeah, they recently threw out their government, and
they overthrew the government. That's in your lifetime. I mean, America's not Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan,
but I mean, the fact that there is unrest on the plane, you know what I mean? People are pushing back, and I feel like America was an experiment. They wanted to see how they could program, how much they could get, push on us, how asleep they could make us, you know what I mean? So it's like, I feel like we have to work harder to get to the truth, because we have to work through that programming, because there's so many things that other countries don't have to put up with. I mean, just think about advertisement, just that one thing. There are so many things that are not allowed to be advertised in other countries, like medicine and stuff like that, so they yeah. I don't know if we'll see anarchy in your time here in America, but it's possible.
It's possible. I shouldn't discount the possibility.
Oh gosh, I know. But you had mentioned that. Oh, I just lost my train of thought.
That's all right. You have a lot going on, I know.
Oh, girl, listen. Life is definitely going to be interesting the next couple of weeks, but it'll be good. It'll be good.
Okay.
At the end of the tunnel, I can see the light. Let's just say I can see the light. I don't know how long the tunnel is, but
there is a light. That's
that
good.
part.
I love your attitude.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. So tell me, what's your favorite thing about flat earth, or your favorite flat earth fact? I know I whatever my train of thought was, I forgot
That's
it.
okay. Yeah, no worries. There are so many.
I know, right?
I mean, the thing that really fascinated me from the very beginning was the sun and the moon, especially the moon. I had never really looked at the moon, or appreciated it.
Yeah.
And when I really looked at the sky, and yeah, it's evident that the moon is much closer. It's evident that the phases are a product of the moon's own light that has nothing to do with the direction of the sun. Obviously, since the moon is brightest at night when the sun is nowhere to be found. That seems pretty logical, but nobody thinks about that.
No common sense.
Well, and then, I flew a lot going back and forth between South Korea and America. And yeah, we always flew over China and Russia and Alaska and down. And I always found that a little strange, but I was like, well, they know what they're doing. It must be the shortest route.
Must be. Yeah, if it's on a plane, because they're going straight across. Listen.
Yeah. When you look at the flat map, it's a straight shot across.
It's a straight shot. The flight paths, you're right. That's a huge one. And guess what? Guess who's in charge of the GPS and the flight paths for all the airlines? NASA. And they're in charge of GPS too. They control everything. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Start questioning, right? Yeah. We're so used to just trust the experts. Just do this. Just, don't worry about it, And I'm like, why? When did we become so complacent? I think that's the word I'm looking for.
Yes. Yeah. Well, we've given up our power, and we think someone smarter than us has it all figured out. And they show us these pictures that they've taken from trillions of miles away with their fancy cameras on there. It's quite comical when you actually think about it. I mean, how can you send pictures from trillions of miles away? I mean, we can't get internet service in
that part, right? My calls drop, right?
Right. Yes. But NASA, they've got this amazing technology.
They do. Oh my gosh! And what about? Those satellites, right? So, we can. The sun is a burning ball of gas that is just so hot, but we can make a satellite that can get up close to it, right? So that we can
touch
it, right? It touched it, and it made it back. Whatever information it got, it did not melt. It sent back the information, and we got it. We could see it, right?
Right.
We also got a picture of it. So there must have been 2 satellites sent to the sun so that the other satellite could take a picture of the satellite.
Well, the other one burns up.
Right? We had to, how is this working out exactly? If there's only one satellite, how am I taking a picture of the satellite? Come on.
Well, and then geostationary satellites that supposedly hold their position over Earth while Earth is spinning at 1,000 miles per hour and careening around the sun at what is it? I forget all their crazy numbers.
Oh, but they're so crazy, right? And that's the whole point that they're saying. They make numbers up. It's all a math, right?
Yeah. As long as the math works out, well, must be true.
And equations. But it's like, how did you come to this conclusion? And I was reading Kings Dethroned by, I can't remember the name of the author, but he goes through from the beginning of the concept and the conception of the idea of, you know, the stars are infinitely far away. And so they make their all of their equations on this guy who just looks up and says, the stars are far away, like really far.
The sun is 93 million miles away. Yeah. They finally settled on 93 million miles away. They had all these other 3 million, 8 million, 12 million, 111 million. How did they finally figure out it's exactly 93 million miles away?
Exactly, 93 million miles. And not only that, they like to put points in there and to the trillion, and then like the 11,500 to the second of a whatever. And I'm like, what are you even trying to say right now?
Yeah.
And it's not that far. And you said you yourself, you said you flew a lot. So what's like the regular cruising altitude of a plane? Like whatever that is, I would only add so much more to that, because I feel like we can see it when we're in a plane, right? We can see the sun, we can see the moon. Sometimes it's under the clouds, it's underneath of us, or it looks like
it appears to be.
Yeah. So it's not that far.
Right. So cruising altitude is like 38,000 feet.
38,000 feet, though. So how many miles, though? So is
that like 7 miles?
Listen, they said not to do anything because you would never have a calculator. But guess what? They lied. I always have a calculator.
Good for you, girl. You're prepared. I'm not. Get your calculator.
How many miles?
38,000 feet.
38,000.
Yeah, I should know, but
they wanted us to remember the hypotenuse of a square or whatever.
A squared equals B squared plus C squared.
So 38,000 feet is about 7.19 miles.
Okay. Wow.
So okay, if it's 7 miles up, I would say that if 20 miles would be a lot.
Yeah. Right.
It's not that far.
No. I mean, yeah. I was talking about this with another flat earther friend that I met through David Weiss's app the other day, which is an awesome app. Yes. Everyone needs to have David Weiss's app.
Yes. Go get the app, guys.
Yeah, the Flat Earth, Sun, Moon, and Zodiac Clock app.
Zodiac Clock, right? And I'm like, okay, I see what you did there. Don't put effing, because that will deter some people. But that's a long title too.
It is, yeah. But it has everything. It's a great app.
It is a wealth of information. I love it. You can go answer all of your questions. So many videos that you cannot find on YouTube. And that's my selling point whenever I tell people about it. It's like YouTube has shadow banned these videos. You cannot find them if you type it in.
Right.
Use the app. You can go to all the playlists.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep, it's a great tool, and it's a great way to meet fellow free thinkers.
Yes, and you said you were using it for talk to somebody else. So what did he say? What was his idea?
Well, so we were just talking about how far the sun and moon actually might be, and the firmament, and of course the firmament is. Well, I believe there is a firmament. I don't know about you.
I do. I believe there's a firmament, yes.
Okay. So we were, surmising how high it could possibly be. Well, but, he reminded me of that 1958 Encyclopedia Britannica, maybe, entry that talked about the firmament.
Okay.
And they give the measurements and how high it is, and but of course, you can't find that anywhere now.
Of course not.
No, I need to.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I think they're very close.
I think they are
under
too.
way under 1,000 miles.
Way under 1,000 miles.
Yeah.
Exactly. Especially now that I know that the 38,000 feet is 7 miles. I'm like, whoa, yeah. if we get to 100 miles up, I'm gonna be real surprised because it's not that. Maybe the stars are 100 miles, like the actual firmament, but I think that the sun and the moon are lower than the firmament. I don't think they're all the way up.
Yeah, right.
I think they're circulating in the middle somehow.
Yeah, I agree.
That makes
The
sense.
stars as well.
Yeah, I agree. Oh man. So do you like what other like rabbit trails? So I know flat earth, that's our thing, but there from that, because we could talk about the Mandela effect, which is super interesting. Are you into that?
I used to be. I mean, yes, it's interesting.
Yeah.
But I don't study it as much as I had in the past. But I know Brian Staveley is really big into the Mandela effect, and he researches it all the time.
Right.
It is fascinating and worrisome.
Did you agree with, so like, are there any of the ones that stuck out to you? Because for me, like, I feel like there was a couple ones of the Bible and then a couple other names, and I'm just like, I remember, like, I know, come on, like,
Which ones stick out to you?
To me? So for me, the Lion and the Lamb.
Yeah.
Definitely the Lion and the Lamb. Joel Osteen.
I don't know that one.
Osteen. I remember it being Joel Osteen with an L.
Yeah.
And apparently it's Joel Osteen with no L.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Osteen.
Okay. It was definitely Osteen.
I remember Osteen.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Whoa, I did not know about that one. Holy cow.
Okay. Let's look that one up, because I was like, no. Osteen.
Osteen.
Thank you. All right.
Well, the first one for me was the Berenstein Bears.
And that one fascinated. I was like, I didn't even.
Was that before your time? You didn't?
No. It was. I know the Berenstein Bears, but I don't know, didn't know how to spell it in the first place. So, so it's Berenstein versus Berenstein. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah. Well, yeah. EIN versus AIN at the end.
Okay.
But no, it's always been EIN, and people weren't sure, is it Berenstein or Berenstein? Never Berenstain. Never.
No. Berenstein, how you pronounce it.
Right.
When you change the letters completely, Berenstain? That's not it. I know that's not it. I know that's not it. There was another one, the flag. How about that one? The flag changing the line underneath. He mentioned that for the American USA flag, the last stripe underneath the blue square with the stars, it used to be red, but now it's white.
Well, I would not know that.
No, you didn't know that one? I was like, I'm not. These are just things that I'm like looking around, because I've been starting to watch his channel a little bit more, and like he's talking about personal Mandela effects in people's lives and stuff, and it sounds a lot like deja vu to me. Does that
right?
Because we're thinking about it, and it's like deja vu. No, like, do you agree?
Yeah, and some of them okay. Star Wars, was it C-3PO? The one
C-3PO.
C-3PO.
Yeah, but it's something else now.
So originally he had 2 gold legs. He was just all gold. That's how I remember him.
Yeah.
Supposedly now he has 1 silver leg.
What?
Even in the originals. Yeah.
In the originals.
I mean, I haven't verified this myself. I don't have any of the VHS tapes.
No,
I
me
no longer
neither.
have a VCR.
Yeah.
I haven't verified it, but this is just what I hear from the Mandela Effect community. And if
That
it's
is-
true, then that is definitely a Mandela Effect.
That it has to be, right? Exactly. And I never really got into Star Wars, whenever the very new thing happened a couple years
Yeah.
ago when the new, I was like, okay, I guess I'll go ahead and watch the original. But I had it, my parents weren't into it, so I didn't really watch it. But the movies, there was a Sinbad. What about the Sinbad movie? Have you heard about that Mandela Effect? That apparently, no, I don't want to talk about that one. I want to talk about a different one. I want to talk about, sorry.
That's okay. No.
The publishers. Do you remember people getting big checks?
Yes. Publishers Clearinghouse.
Yes.
Ed McMahon. Yeah, I totally remember that.
Yes, and now it's like it's supposed to be like some other like service corporate, like some other name. It's not Publishers Clearinghouse. It's like something else completely, or it ever actually just never happened. And I'm just like, I don't.
What?
What
happened? I remember.
Yeah, people got big checks and had balloons and confetti and everything.
Yeah, and everyone was, always excited, and we're buying, we're sending in our entries, and then Ed McMahon's gonna show up at my door with a big check.
I remember my mom being like, "Okay, we gotta do whatever it is to sign up." I remember that. So the fact that he was like, it didn't even happen, or it doesn't exist. I'm just like, what do you mean?
Wow, that's weird. So if all of these things are changing, and I believe they are, I just don't know why.
Why?
What would be the purpose of changing these? Some of them are quite significant, like the Bible thing.
The Bible, exactly. Because I looked it up, and it's even in my Bible now. It's wolf, and I was like, I never remember anyone. I grew up in the church. My dad was a pastor.
Oh wow!
He never said nothing about wolf.
No. That was Goldilocks, or
right? Exactly. The three pigs or whatever.
Yeah. Not in the Bible.
Not the Bible. And then we've got these glass stained windows, with the lion and the lamb. I mean, whoever said the wolf? So
no, never. Yeah, that was freaky.
I thought so too.
Because, I've got a Catholic Bible, and oftentimes the Catholic Bible is quite different from the King James. But even in the Catholic Bible, it's been changed from lion to wolf.
Isn't that crazy? Oh my gosh. So things like that, and it's like there's no way that both of us can have misremembered, right?
Oh, yeah. So many people. Well, and then all the figurines that we have of a lamb and a lion. No one has a lamb and a wolf lying down.
No one. Statues of the square in other countries has lion and a lamb. I mean, you think we're just making this up?
Right. Yeah.
Oh God. I haven't looked at it very hard or anything either. It's just what I've seen and that Brian has brought up, which is just fascinating to me and mind-blowing to me. And it's like, no, oh my gosh, and Rob Cleveland, I don't know if you know him. He wasn't at Flatlantic, but he was at Oktoberfest.
Oh.
He has a good stuff on his
YouTube
Facebook page about Mandela effects. He'll bring them out, and I'm just like, I remember it being this way, and you're telling me that so many different things have changed. Like, I don't understand. Like, that one is hard for me.
Right. That's a head scratcher.
Right. No, Vader Bear says he thinks that it's personally a mixing of scripture. That's interesting. I don't know. Thanks guys for being here. Let me give a shout out real quick. Yeah. Sorry, I've been just chatting away with my sis here. Let's see. Do we have anybody? I don't know how to tell if people are watching. I think it's just me. But hey, Dean F, thanks for stopping by over on Facebook. And Chris, much love to you. Appreciate you for being here. And then I've got Vader Bear, hey, so thanks again for doing my countdown. I appreciate you. I love it. It works. I'm definitely gonna keep using it. So I appreciate you, brother. K-Dog RR, always good to see you. Always good to have you. Hope everything's going well with your bookstore. Loving it. Waters Above, hey sis, glad you're here. Can't wait to talk to you again. Definitely gonna have to have you both back on soon. I think what do you think about like a round table, the Warrior Queens, having a couple of us at one time?
That would be awesome.
You think so? Okay.
I dig game.
Nice. All right, great. I'm gonna try to get that together. We also got Shelly Aller. Hey Shelly, if you can still hear us, if you're still out there. Sarah, thanks for stopping by. Oh, Grounded Extracts. Love to see you. Najla, thank you for stopping by, sis. I appreciate you. Hope everything is going good with your business. I know I saw James earlier on Mellow Dome, and I know you guys are working super hard. Rest up, girl. You're doing it. Chainsaw Cat, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Pepper Mandy was here. Always good to have her. I don't know if Michelle is still here, and see Moozle from earlier. But thanks, guys, for showing up. Much love to you. We are just chatting here about everything and anything, because I'm ADD and my brain goes 5 different ways at one time. So we be changing.
That's good. It keeps it interesting.
Right.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to James and Najla of groundedextracts.com. They make awesome extracts, all natural. They do it themselves. They got CBD and stinging nettle and all kinds of cool stuff, and a really nice CBD cream. So check them out. Groundedextracts.com. They just had a new baby. Congratulations.
I know they do. Najla, drop your link so that people can see it. Drop your link. I don't have it. I'll make sure to have it from now on. I need to have like a sticky note of just people to promote and push out, right? We got True SMACKS, we got Grounded Extracts, we need somebody else, we got to get our all natural makeup over here, we got to get our hair products, we got to get our food. I think I'm going to get somebody to come on and talk about natural food products,
Yeah, right. Dose of reality.
Yes. There we go. Oh, Michelle, watch it with Young Love. Much love. Young Love is going to be here next week.
Oh, awesome.
Yes, I'm excited to talk to her. She's been hanging out in Florida. Jelly. Oh my gosh.
Oh, very cool. I'm so looking forward to that.
Yay, I am too. But okay, so now that I had my little break shouting out to my chat, I want to get like an intermission type video type deal too, so we could like take a break and like go get something to drink or anything, and, like come back, and that way how all the big guys do it.
That's right. You're so professional.
Oh, thank you. I try to keep it professional out here.
Yeah, you're doing a great job.
Thank you. I appreciate it. But so do you have time to talk a little bit longer?
Yeah, sure. As long as you like me to.
Well, I don't want to talk too long because I know there's a couple of streams. I guess I could go ahead and do that here at the intermission. I can. There was a couple of things. So if you guys have not checked out already, Flat Earth Kids Show, that Flat Fellow released the Flat Earth Kids Show. It was awesome. Dropping it link in the chat now. So for any of y'all that have little ones and you want to teach them some real truth, here is a hour-long kids TV show created by 31 flat earthers across the plane.
Wow.
Yeah.
How awesome. That's great.
So it was great music, great lyrics. All of the lyrics were fire. Tommy definitely knows how to write some rap lyrics. And there's great, I don't know, there were other companies. I need to learn who all these people are. They worked really hard. So great for them. But at 6, let me see what else. I know Brian has a show at 6 p.m. So I know
Okay.
people want to get over there. Let me post that one as well. So he's going to have the Worldwide Reality Shifters at 6 p.m. So you guys can go check that out at that time. But we appreciate you for stopping by here. I'm normally Glowbusters.
Yeah, I think Glowbusters might be on now.
They're normally on during this time. They're 24 hours, though. Aren't they every day?
They do have a 24-hour channel, but I think they're doing a live show perhaps right now. I got a notification from Jaren on, what's it called, Telegram.
Okay.
They might be live now, actually.
Might be, yeah. So who's your favorite channel? Who do you like to watch?
I watch a lot of people.
I know me too.
I don't like to pick favorites. I listen to Jaren's show and the Baby Truther show, and I listen to a lot of DITRH's interviews, David Weiss's interviews.
Okay.
I listen to Brian Stavely and Karen B. and Mark Sargent's show, and then The Last American Vagabond. He's good, and SGT Report. He's awesome. Stu Peters. I listen to a lot of different people.
Okay. Love it. I love it. I'm trying to get new. I know I say I'm trying to get new people because I love just getting more opinions, because in the truther community, everyone has their, the way that they find the truth, and they will find truth that's different from everybody else, right? Because they will see it one way. So
that's how we learn and grow from each other.
Bringing everybody's opinions, everybody's point of view to the table, and we can all expand our minds and think as big as possible, And we're the ones who put ourselves in boxes. We don't have to keep doing
exactly. Yes, girl. Well said.
Thank you. Much love. I appreciate it. There's a good comment here. Dame, I don't know how to. It's Damsel Medic says, I was raised KJV only and competed in memory verse competitions with that version only, and so many have changed for me, like John 3:16 and Matthew 18:20, and how weird punctuation throughout and more. Okay. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Memory verse and only that version. See? All of us can't be having this, misremembering memory problem.
No. Damsel Medic, yeah. Damsel Medic, I don't know if you can comment, and do you have a list of Bible verses that have changed for you? That would be nice.
I would love that. Definitely, Damsel Medic. Let me see. I don't know if it'll. Okay, it did show it. So this was the. This was the comment. So give me anybody else been affected by Mandela effects, or how what do you think about it? Put it in the chat. Let me know. I'd love to hear about it. Mandela effects for me is a new thing I'm starting to get into.
Right.
Before this, I was more into or looking into Tartaria and the mud flood, because I feel like that is more true history, because there's two. History is his story, right? So I want the true story. So I want true story, not his story.
Exactly. Yes. Right.
True story, not history. So I feel like Tartaria. Did you watch what was that? The one documentary for Ewan?
Oh, and then the parts 1 through 7 that's like 5 hours long. What is it? The Secret History of Flat Earth?
Yes, the lost
history of Flat Earth.
Yeah.
So I usually convert YouTubes and BitChutes to MP3 so that I can just listen on my MP3 player while I'm doing stuff. Okay. And I know that's very old school. So I converted it to MP3 and I started listening, and I listened to like the first hour and I was like, this is very fascinating, but I really need to be watching because it seems like it's a very visual thing. So I need to just sit down and watch it. And I've been told this by many people, so I will do it at one point. But yeah, like the part I was listening to, I mean, it just makes sense. So he was talking about all this grand architecture that we have, like and yeah, I've traveled, I've been to Europe, I've seen all these great castles and cathedrals and these just incredible architecture that's so intricate and detailed, and these huge pillars and columns, just gigantic. And supposedly they were built in the 1600s, 1700s, 1800s. You're like, how did they do all that? Make these amazing buildings back when they had horse and buggy.
Yeah, right?
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. But that's what I was thinking too. And we don't put when we're presented with these pictures, we're just told one thing and we go with it. We don't critically think about it, right? And like be like, well, ask questions. Are you sure?
Yeah. Well, the tour guide said so. It must be
the tour guide, exactly. But those pictures are crazy, and you have traveled. So, can you say that in maybe South Korea specifically, do you remember like big, huge doorways or anything like that?
Oh yeah, like they have temples everywhere, Buddhist temples. In every mountain has a temple, and yeah, huge archways, huge entryways, gigantic statues at the entryway to ward off evil spirits, they say. Who knows?
Who knows? No, but another thing about that is the commonality between all of the countries. So when you look at these ancient buildings, they all have the same type of feel, architecture. I don't know what the word is that I'm looking for, but they are basically all like, how can we have some stuff in America that looks, foreign, Indian, and then we also have some foreign stuff in Africa that looks like it was made in India, and then we've got a Buddhist temple in Europe. You know what I mean? So
yes.
One architect was like going around and built at one point, maybe.
Yeah, right. And there are pyramids, pyramids in Bosnia and Mexico and Egypt and Lord knows where else. I don't know. Unfortunately, that's one place I never got to visit.
Oh, no. I would love to visit Egypt.
I'd love to go to Egypt. That would be fascinating. Or even Bosnia. But yeah, it's huge, magnificent stones that fit together perfectly.
How?
Right. And these were supposedly constructed, I don't know, BC or
right. That's what they say.
Right. Using slave labor. I don't think so.
Right. And then how do you think they cut them? This was a question.
Or transported them. They're huge.
They were, exactly. There is no way when you look at the pictures of people next to the temple. I mean, this is just one rock. This is the human, one rock.
Right? I know. It's fascinating. Right.
Oh, I don't get it. But we have been programmed and indoctrinated to take what we're told instead of use our senses and use our critical thinking. Because when we go to school, we're not taught how to learn. We're not taught how to think. We're not taught how to analyze and discern. We're taught to memorize.
Memorize and regurgitate. Exactly. And I was very good at that.
You were? I mean, I was okay at it. And I think, and everyone can't do that. Everyone can't memorize and regurgitate. And,
well, they usually are the creative ones. And the ones that drop out of school, they're the smart ones.
They
People
are.
like me who go on to get their PhD, we lack creativity. We're good little slaves.
No, that is too crazy. That is too crazy. So you have a piece. So what is your degree in?
Well, my master's degree is in TESOL, teaching English to speakers of other languages. And then my PhD is in naturopathic medicine.
Oh.
But I don't use it. It's only a piece of paper. I completed it in 2016. I've never used it. And yeah, I'm the type person, I study, I ace the test, and then I forget everything. And that's not good. I think it's because of the aspartame, actually.
Yes.
I blame the aspartame. My memory is very poor. So, I read with fascination. I love to learn. I'm fascinated by the world and I want to know more, but I'm very bad at retaining information, unfortunately.
I feel the same way. I feel like I have goldfish brain, short-term memory. But what was, so you completed it in 2016 and it was in what kind of medicine?
Naturopathic medicine.
Naturopathic. So what exactly were you trying to be able to do?
I'm not sure. So when my mom... So natural health was just one of the rabbit holes I went down. And then my mom got brain cancer and I went home to try to take care of her and try to help her, but I just didn't know how. And so after she passed, I wanted to learn more about natural cancer cures, which are out there, and learn what is cancer, what causes cancer. And basically it's, lifestyle. It's, stress. My mom she was a teacher. She was under a lot of stress. Teaching American kids is very different from teaching Korean kids. Very different. Yeah. I did it. I mean, I got my degree to be a teacher. And so I taught in Panama City, Florida, my first year out of university.
Okay.
And it was hell. It was torture. I hated it. I was like, this is not for me.
Right.
So my mom did it. She retired, and she was very stressed. And then her married life was not so happy. And so that caused additional stress. And we kids, I know I caused her stress. And so it all takes its toll. And then, she loved her sweets. So she had a sweet tooth. And so yeah. And then she always used one of those big portable phones before cell phones. She had a big portable phone, and the stand was right by her head on her nightstand. So that probably didn't help. So all these things combined. And then, she wasn't the most active person. So anyway, it is mainly a lifestyle disease, I feel. Yeah. How we think, how we eat, how we deal with stress, getting enough sleep, exercise, sunshine.
All of that. It works together. It's not just one thing. You have to have all of it to have a well-balanced
life. Yeah.
Man, so you got into that to help her?
Well, after she passed away, I wanted to get my degree to help other people. And that was my intention. And I started a website, yournaturalhealth.com, or no, yournaturalhealthrx.com. I think I still have it, but I haven't done anything with it. Because, we live in a litigious society, and I never got certified. So I have my degree, but I'm not certified. I don't have a license.
Right.
So I can't legally practice medicine. So that's one factor. And then, I don't know, it's a big responsibility. If someone came to me and told me they had cancer, which actually, one of my good Korean friends, my best friend, Min Sheik, About 7 years ago, he told me he was diagnosed with stage 3 stomach cancer,
Ooh.
and he asked me for advice. So I researched and I gave him my best advice. And I said, but I'm not a doctor really. So, maybe listen to your doctor.
Right.
But all the doctors he visited, he went to like 5 different doctors. They all told him the same thing. You need to have surgery and then you need to cut out your stomach. It's the only way. Well, he had surgery to remove the tumor, but he didn't want to get rid of his stomach. And I don't blame him. And I said, I really don't recommend that because it would severely change your life and probably shorten your life. So I said, have the surgery, but then here are some natural things that you can do to just support your body to keep it from coming back.
Yeah.
And so he followed my advice. He changed his diet. He started eating a lot of salads and he started juicing and he started getting vitamin C IVs on a regular basis and IVs of alpha lipoic acid.
Oh.
And so he's still alive and well and cancer free, thank God.
Awesome. Yes.
Yeah.
Because we have everything we need on this plane to, keep ourselves healthy. We haven't been taught how to use them. So that's so awesome that you were able to give him advice. I mean, even if you're not certified, you still have enough knowledge to pass on to somebody confidently. You know what I mean? So
I lack in confidence. That's something I'm short of.
No, it's okay. You should be, because that's awesome. You've been through it. You put in the work. I don't think I want to go back to school because I think there's things that I want to learn. Yes, like I want to learn how to raise bees and like sheep maybe one day, and
organic gardening, yeah,
all of that. But I don't want to spend $500 a pop for a class to learn all of those things.
No, and it's not necessary. You can learn everything you need on YouTube.
Yes, I can, and we should be teaching ourselves because that's the best way to learn. Because if I'm teaching myself, then I know what I taught myself because I made sure that I taught it to myself in a way that I understood, right?
Yes. I planted the seed and it grew.
Exactly.
I've got carrots to show for it.
Have you ever grown anything? Do you grow any of your ingredients?
No, I don't.
No.
I just
that would be a lot. I know because
Yeah.
you would be using them a lot.
I grew up on a farm in North Dakota, so growing up, we grew most of our own food. Lots of fresh vegetables. We raised chickens. We slaughtered chickens. I had to clean out the chickens.
Oh, wow.
Gathered eggs. Yeah, we had fresh milk from our own cows. So I had a great foundation.
That's awesome.
It was. I'm very fortunate. Yeah.
That is great.
But then, I grew up and started drinking aspartame and microwaving my food and
for microwave. I know.
Well, no, I haven't done that for 15 years.
Well, I mean that's great, but it's hard to get away from, especially when the place that I'm going that I'm going to be at temporarily, my in between house, it doesn't have a full like regular stoves. I'm used to using a kettle.
Yeah.
To heat up water because I drink a lot of tea. I drink a lot of tea.
That's good.
Right? And I especially in warm water. It's winter. I'm cold all the time.
Right.
So this is how I stay warm. And for the month of February, I'm gonna have to use a microwave to heat up my water if I want, hot water now. And I'm just like,
couldn't you buy just like a 1 plate electric burner? Maybe.
I guess I could. That way I could still use my tea kettle.
Yeah.
The little burner.
Or, get one of those stainless steel water pots, electric water pots. Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's true. I could get a plug-in.
Yeah. Right. Don't use the microwave.
I don't
There's
want to use
always
the
another
microwave.
way.
I'm gonna go find me a plug-in hot water heater.
Yeah,
That way I
for
don't have to.
sure.
And then I'll just I'll make do with everything else. Maybe I'll still get me a little hot plate or something. But we're thinking
Yeah.
about using that microwave. Just
No. Don't kill your food.
I know, right? I don't want to kill my food anymore. It's already dead.
Right, yeah.
We're the only mammals that cook their food.
Right. That should give us pause. And we're the only mammals that get cancer and
We
all
are. We
these
are.
neurological disorders.
We're the only mammals that give our young somebody else's milk from another mammal.
That's true. So are you vegan? Are you vegetarian or?
The goal is to be vegan, I guess. But it's really I don't want to classify it.
Okay.
But I would love to eventually be as vegan as possible, raw, like because cooking is supposed to not be good for us as much as we think it is, or so like cooking is less as much as possible and eating more, fresh fruits and vegetables, salads and stuff. But I try to aspire to the Hebrew Israelite diet. So no shellfish, definitely none of that.
No pork.
No pork, right. I like turkey bacon. I like lamb. I haven't had a hamburger in a while.
Good for you. Yeah.
So I try. It's just for me going to the grocery store. All I can think about is all of the extra stuff that is in the food because it's not food. It's food like products, right?
Exactly. Oh yeah. I go to the produce section and I get my oat milk and that's about it.
Oat milk. Okay.
Mainly fruit and vegetables.
Yeah, I like almond milk.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, almond milk. But have you tried oat milk? Oat milk is really creamy. I really like it.
You like it because it's creamy? Okay,
Yeah.
nice. And I don't really drink it, milk all that much because I don't like do cereal or anything.
Right.
I do eggs still, which is why I say I'm going for vegan, but people don't consider you vegan if you do eggs.
I do eggs too. Yeah. Right. Well, I mean, they say it's the perfect food.
I think so, but it's like, oh, but it's still a chicken, it's still an animal product, but I don't know. There's it's so good for you. Like I can't.
And you're not killing an animal to get it.
No, you're not. You're not, and you're not killing an animal when you eat it. I don't feel like because it didn't.
Right, because it hasn't been fertilized.
Fertilized, exactly. So I
eat eggs and I make no apologies.
There you go. K-Dog RR says raw organic is the best but the hardest, and I agree. Yeah. And they're also trying to make it the most expensive because oh my gosh, I go you want a salad, it's $10, but if you want a hamburger and some fries, it's $3.50.
I know. Yes. They make it hard to be healthy.
They really do. It is not easy on the wallet. So I understand why people, are big, impressed.
Yeah, it's true. It's really sad.
They're not getting their nutrients that they need,
right.
To color it.
Yeah, they even had coloring to the meat and glue and
I
can't. To the salmon. I love salmon.
They add coloring to this. Why do we? What? See, they are marketing to our eyes. They're not actually trying to feed our bodies because it's all about how it looks. It's all about what it says. It's not actually anything about the product itself or how it affects your body.
Exactly.
I'm so over it. I'm so over it, which is why I'm trying to be, and the stores are bare. Have you noticed that? How are things down there where you are? Because the shelves are getting smaller, like the selection sparse, right?
Kind of, yeah. Like, products are usually 6 deep, but now they're like 2 deep. And yeah, like there's less variety. And I do like my eggnog around Christmas time. And so I'm in a town where there's just one supermarket. And so they had eggnog for maybe 2 weeks before Christmas, but they had no eggnog at Christmas nor the week after Christmas, which is when people traditionally want eggnog.
Right.
I know this is minor, but it's a bad sign when there's no eggnog for Christmas.
Very bad sign. I agree. Oh my.
Really? So what are you seeing on your shelves? What are you noticing?
So I went to my Food Line the other day, and so I work second shift, so I got off at like 8. So after 8 p.m., where I'm at, people aren't out. They don't go out.
Right.
So I knew, it was late, and I also know that after, a certain amount of time, it's going to be slim pickings anyway, because during the day, I'm at the end of the day. But when I came in the other day, like today's Sunday, so maybe 2-3 days ago, I was like, there is nothing. Like I'm like the milk aisle or the where the eggs were in the how to say frozen section of the refrigerator section. So there were eggs, but there was like no cheese. There was no cream cheese. There was like no yogurt. There was like
God,
a whole section of just like empty.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so like what is going on? And then like in the produce section, it was like a little bit of potatoes, a couple of onions, like there were some avocados, lots of carrots, like random. Like why?
That's what. So, I do a lot of juicing. I juice twice a week, and I used to buy organic grapes, all organic.
Right.
Now I can still get organic apples and celery, which is good, but there are no organic carrots. There are no organic grapes.
No more. Why? That's so sad.
Yeah. So I have to buy poison.
No, I hate that, right? Because
sorry.
that's how I feel. No, you're good. I feel like I'm buying poison when I can't buy organic. And even like, I know that they have to, it costs more money for the product or for the person doing the product to put organic on there. Like I know they have to go through like rigorous process.
Yeah.
But and even just with the non-GMO stickers, like I'm okay with that, but still, it's just like, I don't trust if it's in a box. I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
I'd be second guessing all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Second guessing them all. But we need to start growing. That's why I'm going to start getting a tower garden. As soon as I get my tower garden, I'm going to be showing you guys. And like, we're going to.
Ooh. Yeah. So you're going to grow in your apartment?
I can grow it, or if I, depending on what kind of apartment I get, I might be able to do it outside because you can get the tower garden to be indoors or outdoors.
Awesome.
I just want to grow my own food.
Yeah, we have to.
We do. We got to get used to it.
Yeah.
Pepper says, have you guys heard of the Dirty Dozen and Clean 15?
Yeah, I've heard of the Dirty Dozen. The ones that they pesticide the most. I believe carrots, blueberries, apples, celery, strawberries, all the good stuff.
All the good stuff. They clean up more. No, you're all right. No worries. Don't apologize. I have been talking for a while, but I will also want to
I don't know what the Clean 15 are. Maybe they
Pepper,
can tell us.
Tell us. Yes, tell us, Pepper. Tell us what the Clean 15 are, because we need to know. We need to know about the Dirty Dozen.
That's what we need to be eating. The Clean 15.
in case anybody did not know or did not see, Waters Above is going to be on doing her Awakening interview with Brian Staveley on Friday. Tell us again when it is, Waters Above, so I can drop it again.
Yeah, Friday. All right. Very cool.
It'll be fun. I know.
That'll be interesting.
Tune into that. Seriously.
I love hearing people's stories.
I know, right? And that's a great way to learn about the community. And people come to the truth from so many different angles. It's not even funny.
So how did you get into
truth?
Yeah.
I came in literally in 2020. George Floyd.
Okay, so what topic brought you in?
George Floyd.
Really?
Yep. George Floyd. That dramatic show, that play, that reality TV. Someone sent me a video from a YouTuber, Young Pharaoh.
Oh,
I don't think you've heard of him?
Yeah.
He's not on YouTube anymore because all of his stuff is too much. But he does some amazing research, and he will bring out all of the truth. I mean, I was looking into Democrats, I was looking into the Republicans, I was looking into Freemasons, I was looking into my eyeballs.
Wow.
George Floyd, and I was like, literally, he's a Freemason too, and like, oh, I was like his brother, and where's this girl, and
they're all working together.
Right, they're using the black people. Like, I was mad.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
How interesting.
And
you like had your big awakening in 2020?
In 2020. Yep. I am a baby. I'm brand spanking new.
Wow. Baby truther. No.
Baby truther for real. I am.
That's awesome. And look at you now. You're a warrior queen.
Thank you. Right. It's been a long 2 years though, hasn't it? And I feel like a lot of people woke up to some type of truth in 2020. You know, it did not go the way they wanted because they kept us home. And what did they expect us to do? Just
sit and watch TV.
They did. Nope. They wanted us to. They wanted us to be extra programmed from all the TV shows that they put out.
Right.
When I found ODD and when I found his symbolism videos for that, I that was it for me. I was like, I don't even want to act anymore because my degree is in theater. I wanted to be in Hollywood. Yeah.
Really?
I wanted to be in Hollywood. And
how interesting. So you got your undergrad degree in theater?
I have a degree in theater. With a concentration in technical design. I did a lot of backstage and stage management work and lighting design. My concentration was in lighting design, and then an undeclared minor in creative writing, which basically means I took those classes as electives so I could get out.
I did not know that. How interesting.
Yeah. So after finding out just how infested Hollywood was with this ridiculousness and satanic worship and baby eaters and drinking blood, and all of that stuff. Like when I found that, talk about cognitive dissonance.
Oh my God, I can only imagine.
Seriously. And it was through that kind of, but as far as Flat Earth goes, one of my other girlfriends, she was also kind of waking up to the government and, all of that stuff. And she sent me a Flat Earth video from Truth, Celebrate Truth. You know that channel?
They're on it.
Celebrate Truth. Yeah.
Oh, is that Robbie Davidson's channel?
I'm not sure. I don't know who.
Okay.
But it's a white guy with, I think he's a redhead. Really skinny.
Yeah, I think it's Robbie Davison.
Okay. Yeah. And so when I watched that video, I was just like, it just makes sense. It just feels right. Like there was no I didn't feel any deceit. It was just real. I was just like, this is truth. You know, like after all of the deceit that I had been through, woken up to, I was like, this is the one thing that feels real to me.
Wow. Oh my. So was Flattoberfest, was that your big flat earth, for your first big flat earth event?
It was, yep. I had been all 2020 and like most, well, not all 2020 because I didn't really get into like YouTube and watching people and all of that stuff until like 2021. So I will say all of 2021, I found Jeranism and Karen and Brian B, you know, and started watching them. And when I saw that there was an event that was in South Carolina, and I was like, there's never anything ever close to me, like in my state. I have to go to this. I was like, I don't care how much money, I will go broke. Anything, you know, whatever. So I made sure I went. Yeah, I booked it a couple of months in advance. I was so excited.
Yeah. I was still in South Korea when I bought my ticket.
Were you?
Yeah.
God, that is crazy.
Yep. I was like, I am going.
I'm so glad you did. And you had a table, which was awesome. And Grounded Extracts had a table too.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It was so good. Yeah, I'm glad I went. I'm definitely glad I went. And I wasn't in the chats or anything before that. Nobody knew who I was until Flattoberfest.
Wow. Oh my gosh. The last 2 years of your life must have been a total roller coaster.
Girl, I'm gonna have to tell you off screen sometime.
Yeah, it's really a long story. I'd love to hear.
Yeah, and
or maybe Brian Stavely can interview you.
Oh no, seriously, I don't know if Brian's ready for me. He's not ready for my awakening story. That might be.
No, we want to hear.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you can tell him he can call me and we can discuss.
Yeah, I will put a bug in his ear for sure.
Oh gosh, but I'm excited to hear Jennifer's awakening story. Jennifer Waters Above on Friday. That'll be great. That'll be great.
Yeah, that'll be very interesting.
It will. Oh gosh. Well, let me see. You guys are awesome for being here. I really appreciate it. We still have people on YouTube, and it looks like I'm still the only person on Facebook, but that's okay. I don't really expect a lot of people over there.
That's good.
As far as I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up because it has been a little over an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So you guys, I forgot to mention because I get so nervous and excited at the beginning. I forget everything that I want to do, but I did remember to thank Vader Bear at the beginning, so that's all that matters. But I didn't tell you that the song that we listened to at the beginning was a Flat Earth song that Suzanne had suggested. I love her voice. I didn't remember what her name is.
And the words, I love that song. It just sings to my soul.
Yes, it really, I was like, I love that. I love it. We have to listen to that one. And then I have a second one that we're going to play to get us out of here. The Flat Earth song, Aristophanes Was Wrong. I had never heard this song either before you had sent it to me.
All right, cool. I'm glad I got to introduce you to some new music.
You did. You gave me 3 awesome songs that I really am going to play and enjoy. So we're going to listen to one of Suzanne's favorite songs on our way out. But much love to everybody in the chat. Let me see if I can do this.
And you can order at truesmacks.com.
Oh, yes. So wait, so earlier Pepper had asked how much. So can you give us the pricing on everything?
Yeah. So I've got 3 sizes. I have the small, the cute little snack size, 3.5 ounces. Yes. These are $4.95, and then I've got 10 ounces for $11 and 16 ounces for $17.
16 ounces.
And they're all at truthsmacks.com.
Truthsmacks.com, you guys. I'm looking for it right now to try to put it in the chat. That's what I'm trying to do. Bear with me. If somebody is faster than me and can do it, then great. You know, it's all a team effort. We're family here. We help each other out. Here we go. TrueSmacks.com. Y'all get smacked.
Yeah.
Smack.
Smack your friends and family. Show them some love.
Oh gosh. So Waters Above, thank you so much for stopping by and saying hey. Looking forward to Friday. And there's a couple of names in here that I don't know. So welcome. Thank you so much for being here. To my new viewers, I'm going to probably butcher y'all's names, and I'm so sorry. Don't hate me. But Elicia Luna and Clark Steve. Yeah, no. Hey, girl, listen. I'm just gonna put it up on the screen. Hey, good to have you here, sis.
Laura Dartsy.
Laura Dartsy, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Sorry for butchering your name. No offense, please. K-Dog RR, always glad to have you stop by. And Steffi P, hey girl, glad you were here. We're gonna have I was talking to Suzanne about having a round table of all some ladies, group chat maybe one of these days. I think that'd be cool. Pepper, thank you for also being here. And THC, Truth Hour of Comedy.
Cool.
They're going to be doing some, you're going to be flat smacking in the metaverse, aren't you, Mike, pretty soon? Have you caught his videos doing that?
Yeah, actually, the other day I was watching him with Hori Sheet Show. Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah.
I've never been into that realm. I've never ventured into that space.
No, me neither. And but I didn't even, I was like, what is he doing? Like, why? Like, I don't
That's
game,
really cool.
right? But it was. I was like impressed. I was like, okay.
Mm-hmm. However you reach people.
Yeah, I'm gonna, here, he has the, he sent me a link.
Okay.
To something. So let me go ahead and drop it in here. So y'all, I think this is the Facebook link to his flat smacking in the metaverse, which is crazy that we have to even say that now. Like,
yep, this is our world. Yep.
This is our world. The state of our reality is kind of sad. But hey, THC, I appreciate you for stopping by. Vader Bear, thanks again. Please give my love to Mrs. Vader Bear. Love her. And I think I got everybody that is still here. So, just in case you guys did not hear, where's my little sticky note? We have once again, so at 6 p.m., so in about 15 minutes, you guys can go over to Brian's channel and check out the Worldwide Reality Shifters. And then at 9 p.m., you guys can go and check out Hugh TV and Ray from Boston. They're going to be chatting it out about all things supernatural. So I'll probably be stopping by over there. But also at 9 p.m., you guys can go check out that Ceiling Fan Man. I love Ceiling Fan Man. Did not know about him before Flattoberfest, but he is awesome too.
Yeah.
So you guys have plenty of time to hang out with us more because it's all about just bouncing around from the channel so we can all chat and talk and stay connected. So see you guys at 6 and 9 on all these different channels. And definitely still check out the Flat Earth Kids Show for all the people who have the churn and need to give them some real facts. So I left all of these in the chat. We will be back next week, Sisterhood of the Woke Warrior Queens, with Young Love 4020, my sister from another mister. Oh, you had so much fun at Flattoberfest. Not Flattoberfest, but Atlantic. I so wish you could have stayed longer, Suzanne. I was so sad when Kevin was like, oh, she left. And I was like, she left!
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not a big socialite.
I know. I'm not either. Like, I live alone and I like living alone and I like my space.
Yeah.
But when I'm around people and when I'm prepared to be around people for a long period of time, it can be fun. But when I'm back, I'm so drained. It's like I need a week to get my energy back.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is fun. I love meeting all these awesome people of like mind. But
Yes.
I'm not a late night party girl.
Oh, we're not either. It was so chill, you know. I people came back to the Airbnb and we just talked, and it was just awesome. We just just hanging out.
Okay, I'll stay longer next time. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I didn't mean to pressure you. I'm sorry. I just want you to round. I'm pressuring you. Oh gosh. Well, guys, come back next week at 4 p.m. I've already made sure with Young Love, bearing any changes on my part, which gotta be real, guys, might be some changes. We'll see, but I will keep you in the loop. We will say goodbye with a song from Miss Suzanne. Thanks again.
Eratosthenes was wrong.
Awesome music.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for
pleasure
coming.
talking with you.
Yes, and wait, do we put fruit smacks? Did we put the truth smacks in the chat one more time? Let me do it. Let me find it one more time. I'll play the song and I'll do it. Thanks, guys, for being here.
Thank you.
Aristotle, Copernicus, Newton, Einstein, and the rest. Even Aristophanes was wrong. Now you'll hear this amazing song. They don't have a shred of proof, cause the earth is still and just don't move. Horizons at eye level and flat. Stars show no stellar parallax. Michelson, Morley, Saget, and Gale. The famous series experiment failed. The earth is the center of the universe. Bury the truth and the things get worse. NASA Neely takes the lead. Bill, that science guy, shares his creed. Groaning's less a magic crew. Be sure they're Satan's children too. Jesuits and Masons rule. They push agenda, make us tools. They use Mythbusters on TV to push the evil reality. Yeah. Tesla's energy was new, then World War I and World War II. And what did Admiral Burko do? Arctic first and then on to ran out of cheers and Nazi troops with the ships and planes and Cascadoos. And what did they find? We don't know. Some say German, some say snow. Some say that they reached the wall of a glass dome that's way too tall. But even though many of us are needy, they blocked us all with the Antarctic Treaty. Back to Project Paperclip. NASA's Nazi scientists, UFOs in Area 51, where all the secret tests are done. Yeah. They started Project Fishbowl. They try to make a great big hole in the firmament that's way up high. Planes and bombs, they try. False flags, pretend terrorists or actors that just don't exist. And fake Cold Wars and nuclear woes. TV tells us how it goes. Duck and cover, take your little pill. NASA's proven exactly nil. No Russia-US space race. Debunkers make too good of a case. How come I can see way past the curve? Eh? I mean way past. Yeah. Incoming asteroids, could it be Earth? We'd be destroyed. One big sun flare, that's all she wrote. We'd be destroyed. with Ted and Obama. They just both went on Jimmy Kimmel's late night TV show. They mention secret files and make a note. The flat earth changed, aliens disclosed. Now aliens will have to wait. Sphere versus flat debate. The more of us who know the earth isn't round will make this house of cards fall down. Careful what you wish for, friend. The flat earth, the real is not the end. This system, it just has to crash. New world order from the end. The next step of the evil plan is to make you take the mark in your head of your hand. I know that it's a real low blow. They got the money in your mind and now they want your soul. Big Bang, random life everywhere, evolution. Where's God? Where's God? Aristotle, Copernicus, Newton, Einstein, and the rest. Even Aristophanes was wrong. Now you've heard this amazing song. Folks, love each other, would you? And remember that God loves you very much. We'll talk soon.